Welcome you all in the series of building construction lectures. In this video, we are going to discuss about the topic of precautions while marking layout on ground. Okay, while when we do markings on ground, so that time we have to taken care. Okay, some precautions we need to take. So let's discuss one by one all the precautions. Okay. First of all, study the working drawings and center line drawings before starting the actual line out. Then check all the measurements and distances and tally them with each other. Okay. So correct measurement of distance preferably by steel step. Here I mentioned in this first point. Okay. I will elaborate all this point thoroughly so that you can get well that what will be the precautions while precautions we taken care while marking layout on ground. Then check all the measurements that I said and distances and tally them with each other. Okay. Locations and orientation of the columns should be such that all internal dimensions of the rooms, passages, ducts, etc. match the working drawings without any obstructions. Okay. If any discrepancies are observed, then get them rectified. Okay, right away from the architect. Okay, you should always consider first this. Okay, if any discrepancies are observed, then you have to rectify that rightly. Then mark a parallel line from all the four sides of building line at 1.5 meter. Okay, that is 5 feet away away and erect a brick pillar, or we can say vertical post on this line. Then it should be erected by marking pits about 60 centimeter deep and pour concrete in this pits for a firm fixity. Okay, so this is our first vertical post. The center to center distance between this vertical post should be not more than 2.5 meter. Always remember this. Construct brick pillars, if any, in the center of each column. And for a brick pillar, we require railing planks. But in case of vertical post, to fix that, we require planks to fix that pillars. Okay. So it will be about 1 meter above ground level. Okay, GL about one meter above GL. Then this railing should be of good quality of wooden planks of size 15 centimeter by 4 centimeter, that is 6 inches to 1 inches. Okay, so avoid using cracked plank or bent planks. So that railing should be made in level and using 50 mm long wire nail always. Then next precaution we have to take is that set up the theodolite on one corner of the building and bisect the building corner marked on the other side of the pillar. Okay, so move the telescope vertically and bisect the railing plank and fix nail on both the railings. This will be the face line of the building, that is 0 0 marking. So we will get 0.0, this 0 0 marking. From that we have to measure each and every point. Similarly, set up other face of the building which will be 0 marking for the other face. Okay, and similarly that we have to do for next two other faces. Okay, of the building. And then marks nail on four corners of the building. Check diagonals using two tapes at a time. Both the diagonal distance should be same as uh, hypotenuse theorem. Okay, that is c is equal to under root of a square plus b square. C should be diagonal of the first two sides. So C is equal to under root of A square plus B square. A is the one side of the building and B is the other perpendicular side of the building. So that we have to check. That is, we have to do that check while marking layout. If any difference is observed in the diagonals, then what we have to do? Then we have to shifting of the proper nail on the railing is needed. And after every shifting of nail, check all the dimensions and setbacks. So we, after shifting the nail, we have to again check that dimensions and setbacks and repeat this procedure till you get that correct sizes and diagonals. Okay, after the correct layout of four corners of a building and exact diagonals are obtained, then do center marking for every column. So this is the actual process, okay, for marking layout on ground. So by using steel tape, measure the distance of each column, okay, and fix nail for each center of column on one side. Clear? And this procedure we have to repeat on all four sides and fix that proper nails. For markings, generally we can use white oil paint, or generally in practice we use white lime, okay, lime powder. So this is also for marking layout. All columns number by red oil paint and for ready identification near respectiveness. So white and red, these are the both colors that we have to use in markings in oil paint. Then inform the architect and get center line marking checked. The architect should be check all the nailing, measurement and numbering of the same, and hence should be checked the setbacks for the building before giving NOC of the work. NOC is nothing but the no objection certificate. When architect check this, if we find correct measurements, then only he will give NOC for the execution of the particular construction work. So this is a final NOC for a line out. After getting this NOC, we will mark line out. Okay. A nylon string should be fixed on the nails for particular column number on both axes, and crossing point both the strings will be center of that column. Then we have to put the plumb bob at the center of the column, and it have to mark by lime powder as plus. Okay, I mean that is plus, as in a plus sign. And then side of excavation for a footing should be marked on ground by lime powder. So by this method we have to markings. We have to do all the diagonal checks, markings on column, and certification from the consultant. So these are some precautions, okay, that so these are the all the steps and precautions I have explained simultaneously for the marking layout. This is very important point, and it can be asked in exam also. But some precautions you can take, like a use of correct plumb bob, then meticulous care is also in care should be taken in all types of measurement, then distance preferably by steel tape. So like this, and at not at the end, all the work should be certified by proper RCC consultant and architect. Okay, so is all the process steps or any or and the precautions while marking layout on the ground. Okay, thank you everyone, hope you will understand this video. If you have any doubts, then ask me. Thank you so much.